Wait. It's so confusing.
Howdy. I'm great playing Arterio. How are you?
I'm great, John. Thanks for asking.
Terrence the Brave. John, I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm ready to play some D&D. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun as long as I don't choke.
I'm doing great. It's Wednesday, and I've got a extra dry saison ale with Japanese rice, dry hopped with Citra, Hallertau Blanc, and anchovy hops. Whatever the fuck that means. Uh-huh.
More of a blue moon, but yeah.
Did you say anchovy hops?
Apparently, that's a hops variety. I've never heard of it before, but yes.
No,
Yeah.
John, it's a hop. Apparently.
Well,
But how are you, John?
yeah.
Yeah, John, how are you?
Go on.
I missed you, Brew.
Are you okay?
Just get your Luigi cosplay on first, John, okay?
Luigi Mangione cosplay.
There you are. Welcome to a minute ago.
Oh no.
I was just
Well,
silent this whole
We're
time. That'd be
doing it
incredible.
again.
One-sided conversations.
John, you get a do-over on not saying something scary.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm the one who instigated.
Why is cunning? Oh, there we go.
What?
You said that, Andy, and now he's like, no, I just get to say something truly horrifying again.
It got
Yeah.
set.
Hello?
As a bonus action,
Oh
you
my
give
god,
yourself
my mic is
advantage on
picking
your
up
next
everything.
attack roll.
What has happened?
It's picking up the wrong mic. It's probably picking up your webcam mic that always has a microphone from 1999 installed in it.
Hello? Why is it using default now? What's my default microphone?
If you upgraded OBS to the latest version, sometimes these things can just like
I did.
explode for no good reason.
Aha. Brood can now hear you.
Hey.
Yeah, but I don't know what mic I'm using.
Oh my god, I just got a million rolls. Oh, it's just Andy doing spell things.
Also, Shadow, you asked
We're doing
to
some
share
live testing for the stream.
any interesting new level
Hello?
up notes. And I've also added steady aim, so
Hello.
Nice.
Hello?
need,
Hello?
need a sniper. I'm ready to snipe shit.
Classic.
Hello, we're back, everybody. Sorry about that. My sound mixer deleted my microphone from my sound mixer, so I could not be heard by my computer. But Discord could hear me, because it uses a different microphone, apparently. Woo! Sorry about that little technical issue, everyone. But we are back, we are live, I'm doing fantastic, and did not say anything cringe or alarming to any of my players.
Oh, of course not.
Yes, and I totally did
Nick and I are mandated reporters for your comments, John. So
you got nothing on me, buddy. It didn't get recorded. HR has no complaints. Party, what happened last week?
John, we went into a dungeon.
Wait,
We-
did I say you get the finale? You have to recap the entire
yeah.
campaign?
Well, my earphones went out last week when you said that. I only caught the tail end of it. I'll back off. We'll
Yeah,
let
you
everybody
back
else
off,
go ahead.
mister. You get the finale. Who went last time? Thanks, Apollo.
It was a yes, Andy.
Andy
Oh.
did.
Then it's Apollo's turn. Or hold on,
Sure.
it's- Oh, no.
So, last week we explored the chapel, the shrine of Elda. We didn't find very much, and we headed up the mountain, nearly got lost. Arturio was convinced that his brother had completely led us astray until right before we found it in the thick fog. What is
No objections so far already.
at the chapel, Ramul picked up a giant chain.
Thank you. I'm not off the chain anymore. I'm on the chain. We found a very important. Found metal is so important to dwarven culture, and he
are you
just
playing-
glosses right
Are you
over that.
playing Pact of the Chain?
No.
Then it is unimportant. Moving
No.
on.
And he's also insulting my good friend Rye Smile, who was doing a great job at pissing off his brother, and I just got to sit and eat popcorn from the back of the thing. This is the wrong recap. Oh my god.
You're doing great,
Asset
Nick.
mine-
Keep it up.
I think you're doing great, Apollo. You're pissing
The
everybody off.
I
Hell
just learned the party has been hiding food from the starving Arturio, so that's another thing.
Allegedly.
Arturio, so the party gets inside, they find like a little brazier with like a weird ring around it and a bag full of salt. The Arturio's like, hey, do we want to rest? And everyone's like, shut the fuck up, Arturio. And then they place a little bit of salt around a ring, create a fire, then they go, oh, we should rest because we're hurt. Oh yeah, we summoned a demon and we're all dumbs. And Arturio's brilliant, and maybe we should have taken a rest. And then we proceed to take a rest. Good job, Arturio. You're brilliant. Then we find 3 more rings like this in the dungeon. We summon more they're mephits that we're summoning. We kill them handily. There's a giant spider at some point, and then we fought a specter. Was the kind of mini boss of the first floor of the dungeon. And once we killed that, we found a sarcophagus along with some crazy poetry. Someone with mad poetry skills wrote that shit.
How many?
But he was
stanzas
also-
were there?
It was like 19 or something. There was
at least one Costanza in there.
Oh boy.
Thank you.
And then we looted some shit. And Arturio, brilliant Arturio is, of course, we should take another rest and I can identify this stuff. Because you losers have used all your class resources. Meanwhile, I have used none. Because I'm good at delving.
Then why
This is
don't
what
we
a college
resume?
degree gets you, Rye. This is why you should have gone to college.
Why don't we resume with that being Arturio's insult into the overworld? You guys are on top of a great big hill that is in the shadow of a mountain. It is late at night. You don't know what day it is. You don't know how how many hours have passed, but you have these cool magical items that you are sure are super magical, only beneficial, definitely attunement, in your hands. The real question is, are we going camping? Well, are we going camping here, or are we going back to town?
Well, I'm ready to go back to town, John. Mostly because I want to see the show again of Rye leading us to town.
I think if I remember, like, Arturio noted that there was like a either a broken section of the wall where the spider was nested, or it was a corpse of a spider. That's right. There was like a giant corpse of a spider and a huge webbed area, and it wasn't clear, and maybe I missed part of it, but I don't remember if that looked like the wall had been broken, or if it went deeper.
It definitely went deeper. In fact, that's where all the fog was coming from.
Arturio suggests we could camp here while I run some tests, because once again, I don't need a rest because I'm good at this.
Wow.
I'm Jesse Beekman.
That's right.
It sounds like someone wants to camp out by the entrance of this dungeon. What about the rest of you?
I'd prefer to either head to town or camp outside, not camp out in front of the nest with the dead spider.
Yeah.
Outside where we could be flung up into the air and smash down who knows how many kilometers away.
Well, then we should go back to town then.
But we're here. Why don't we go deeper? The mist
Isn't-
seems to be coming from lower, and the mist started around the same time as these murders. They must be linked.
Well, perhaps Arturio, as you sat in the back and shot your crossbow and did none of the cool things you've been bragging about for the entire ride over, my life was drained by that specter. I do not want to go further and deeper until I've had a chance to recover.
Look, I understand that right now intelligence is out and being a man of faith is in. I heard the Pope made
Listen, it's
the
really
sexiest man of
important.
the year on Time Magazine, but it
It's
takes a lot, and it doesn't look cool to be smart and know what you're doing in the back, okay?
Listen,
all
we're
I'm
a
saying.
team. We're a team, and it's really important if one of our team says we should rest, then we should rest. And if Terrence is saying we should rest, then and I think that's important. So let's focus on resting.
Arturio considers whether or not he wants to reverse psychology them and say, you know what, I think you're right. I think we should rest. But he puts that trick in his back pocket. Saves it for another time.
It sounded
Terrence,
like
would
Ramul wants to see Rye navigate their way to town in the dark forest. That just seems like the funniest thing to him in the world right now.
That's right.
And
We
it
never
sounds
back
like
down, John.
in a vote of 3-1, the party will begin to head back to town. And for fun, I'm going to see if a monster finds you all and kills you immediately and ends the campaign here.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
see if it is anticlimactic and fun.
Roll a 20, and then I can say I
Because-
told you so to the entire party.
I mean, I'll roll it.
No, I'm rolling it. Oh, we're good.
Fuck!
Soon, though, it will come for you. Party, you make it back to town.
Yeah, without I don't know if you remember this, but I on the journey up the hill, I walked a thieves' cant trail in my own footprints in the ground, and as a message to myself to know the pitfalls of the way back.
Okay.
So there's perfect instructions that only I can see in the ground on the way
in
back.
your footprints.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like
don't
there's a
remember
special-
you making any mention of that at all. But if you
I'm
weren't,
sure
you
I-
have this big ass
I
chain that you could wrap around a tree, and then
I
it'll show
believe-
you the way back.
I believe my headphones, my mic was off when I mentioned it, so
Oh, okay.
you know it's
Yeah, you were having mic problems too, John. Like, come on, be charitable.
Yeah.
You make it back to town. It's late at night. It is a ghost town. Most of the residents have left this place. It is muted as the heavy fog surrounds you. There are no guards patrolling the streets. There's no lights coming from any of the windows, except for one. One building still has lights on. Does anyone remember the inn?
Yes.
I remember the inn.
Yeah, what's
The
it called?
Dandy
Don't look
Daffodil?
at the map.
Of course.
Oh,
The
he looked
Dandy
at the map.
Daffodil.
I didn't look at the map. I looked at my notes.
Based. You guys head to the Dandy Daffodil, which, as the door flies open, the local barman will pop out from underneath the cabinet itself, literally clambering through this crappy, rickety wooden door, and call out to you, "What ho, villain!" In a scraggly voice, before realizing it's the four of you. Oh my gods, you're alive!
Why?
You had doubts?
Of
Why
course.
wouldn't we be?
The last people who went off wandering into the woods never returned, and that was weeks ago.
How long were we gone?
That was weeks. No, I'm kidding. It's only been a day.
That's what I thought.
Well, did you find the killer? Did you kill the killer and bring his dead body back?
All in due time.
What were you guys doing in the woods?
I'll
You
tell
don't
you all
remember
about it over a fresh cider.
Yes, of course. This one has extra vinegar in it. He will.
Hmm.
Haven't you
Ah,
heard of
really?
apple cider vinegar before? It's a delicacy out here, along with our mineral water.
Hmm.
You want some water to chew on, Mr. Arturio?
It's so funny that you talk about disgusting spring water, John. There's a city in Oregon called Ashland that has Lithia water from the Lithia Park,
Like
and
lithium?
there is no, it is not like lithium, but it is a local phenomenon. A whimsical phenomenon. Everyone who brings people to Ashland takes them to the fountain downtown and encourages them to drink the water. It's incredible, they say. But it tastes like sulfur. It's like eggy in smell. It's so bad.
Also
And,
poisoning my friends. But can we keep it into the game for right now, guys?
Arturio will decline the water.
Alright. Arturio getting increasingly dehydrated as he finds liquid substitute to replace his water. The rest of you will all tell Hogan whatever you want to tell Hogan, our good boy, the innkeeper, who will make you all roasted yams, which he swears are sweet potatoes. Clearly, not knowing what a vegetable is, or if a yam even is a vegetable, you all will have quiet comfort in this empty inn. Hillary missing in action.
I would like to ask Hogan if he's heard of someone named S2. Or if he's heard of someone with two names that start with S.
Have I? No. I used to
Oh.
know a guy named Mr. Stewart.
What about the adventurers that came here?
Who?
I'm sorry. You both talked at the same time. I couldn't hear you.
Go ahead, Rye.
Oh, I just said S2 as in stew. Tell me more about Mr. Stewart.
Stew! Yes! Oh, I miss having stew. We ran out of beef years ago. And by years, I mean weeks.
No, you were saying Mr. Stewart. Who's Mr. Stewart?
Oh, he's just some old kook that used to live here. He had a manservant who would always go, "So says Mr. Stewart." It was quite a deep cut.
Where did Mr. Stewart live?
Well, I don't know where he lived back then, but I know where he lives now.
Where does he live now?
In the river! He died! Drowned to death!
And what happened to his manservant?
I have no clue. That guy just wandered off somewhere. Our town has seen better days, Mr. Rye.
It seems lovely to me.
It shouldn't. What's wrong with you? This place is a horror show. Have you had our mineral water? What's wrong with you?
I mean, I've been in worse places, but
he places
anything
a
else?
hand on both your shoulders,
You're
and it's just like, I'm so sorry for the life you've led. And he'll hug you if you let him.
I will.
You get real grandpa energy from Hogan, who's like 55, 56, who just like fully embraces you and is like, "Welcome home."
Thank you, Papa Hogue.
Papa Hogue.
Please call me Papa Hog. We gotta move on from this scene. Hogan realizes.
Yikes.
I will find a table and begin clearing it off and cleaning it, and then ask Arturio what he needs to identify the items that we found.
Such a great question. Arturio. I actually am not familiar with the detect or identify material
You have
components.
A 100 GP pearl. What is happening to your camera? It looks like you just ducked.
Oh. I have it auto framing me. I'll just turn that off. I just
thought you
noticed
were
how much
manually
smaller
doing
I
it.
am.
It looked like you literally like I don't have a clue.
You just
Oh no. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's OBS virtual cam, right?
Yeah. NVIDIA broadcast passing to OBS virtual camera. Yeah. I'll turn that off. My favorite setting is the eye contact, where it's like
Yeah,
constantly trying to.
That one is so upsetting.
It's terrifying. Arturio, can
Okay.
you identify these magical items that you pulled out of a gnomish tomb?
Yeah, I can. Sure, I can do that. When you ritual cast something, do you get to ignore material components?
You sure
No.
don't if they have a gold value.
Do we know a rich person in town who could help us with this?
Hey, did Hogue's wife happen to have a pearl
You
necklace?
need to borrow a 100 GP pearl necklace?
Yeah, I'll return it.
Okay. Doesn't question it at all. And he will literally go into his wife's room and pick up her pearls. Be like, here you go.
Fantastic. Hey, John, I can identify these.
Yeah.
And I
Which do
will
you wanna do
take the
first?
time. Let me look at my notes as to what we have here.
It sounds like Brian's rearing to go, so maybe you can act.
We
as his
have a circlet of silvered metal was the first item. Let's start there.
Yes, you pull out this 100 GP gem necklace bundle of pearls, crunch it together, and slam it on your forehead as you start doing the Macarena.
Headbanging onto the item.
Indeed. You will
Can I say that that's not how I identify the spell?
No, that's 100% how
It's in my
done.
head canon.
Like, across all of D&D's universe. That's how it is.
Oh no.
Here's what it does. You gain advantage on perception checks to the point where the creature will hear whispers on the wind. Gain the Gust cantrip at will. If the character doesn't have a spell save to use, it will use Wisdom plus Proficiency plus 8.
Become a monk. The monk
Become a little
subclass.
monk. You get a little cantrip. Surely, you know, that'll be useful in some of this. Maybe you'll push the fog away. Who knows?
Also,
Okay.
percepting things might be okay.
Yeah.
Incredible. All right. There are 2 copper-plated iron wrist guards.
Yeah.
We'll do those next.
There you go. You will see
Bracers
that
of
the wearer
Sonic.
will become resistant to fire damage, advantage to escape grapple checks, including grapple plus restrained, and you gain the Produce Flame cantrip, which has a little light radius. So if you did not have a flashlight and you bumbled your way through the last room, you would now have a little bit of a flamey sphere you could throw around.
Okay. Next is the shark skin belt.
Yes, this is probably the best one. And honestly, the one I'm unsure if it will remain the same after tonight's session. You gain a swim speed equal to your movement speed, as well as gain the shape water cantrip and the create or destroy water once per day for free.
You're a bad water, aren't you?
You know, we
Same
love
water.
not running out of water inside of a dungeon.
Okay. And then finally the 2 greaves of lead/steel.
This
what I
one
wrote
is
down.
actually the most broken. I was just hyping you up.
We are even more hyped.
Huge. These are the
Greaves
Greaves of Gnome. You gain advantage to all strength saving throws to resist being moved against your will. If shoved or pushed, they automatically will succeed against creatures of the same size category. And gain advantage to resist being shoved or pushed by creatures larger than you. So even if a giant comes to push you to the ground, you will have advantage on your strength save. Oh, excuse me. The wearer may also cast the Earth Tremor spell at first level once per day as a bonus action, or expend a spell slot of 2nd or higher to up the damage as normal. If you do not have a spell saving throw, it is Strength or Con, your choice, plus 8, plus proficiency. Fucking crazy. If you don't know what Earth Tremor is, it is basically a thunderclap around you. I believe it's like 5 or 10 feet.
Arturio will... Do these require attunement?
They all require attunement, yes.
All right.
They have way too much good stuff and not to be attunement.
Yeah, fair. Arturio will don the belt of Erdina. And then bring the rest of the items down to the party and explain what they do.
Thanks for checking with us first, Nick.
You know, he's the water guy, you know?
I'm not the water guy, but you know what I am? The thirsty guy.
Patty.
It's all mineral water. You just haven't tried. Arturio, you are Kurt. No. To always
It's actually water from the
Right.
John. It's water. It's water from the town that they said don't drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Arturio brings the rest down, briefly explains what the other 3 do to the party, explains that they need to attune, and then says, I'm gonna go have a bath. He goes up to his room, or a room.
Don't you want to give the pearl necklace back before you leave?
I think he forgets. I think he genuinely forgets.
Shout out to you as you're leaving.
You wouldn't steal my wife's necklace, would you?
As you turn to leave.
Arturio has used The pearls are gone, right? Like the 4 pearls that are Oh,
They're not consumed.
That's like a Neil 2.0. That's a Neil 0.0 kind of thing.
oh! I thought that material components were like destroyed in the process.
Only if it says so.
So here's what Arturio will have done. He will have removed one of the pearls, and he will have used some of his tools to make the jewelry a little, or the necklace a little shorter.
Do you like want to roll in your proficiency? Do you have like jeweler's tools?
I don't think you are capable of doing that. Solely because it takes you 40 minutes to do all of these items. I just don't think there's enough time for you. Are you even jeweler's kit proficient? If you are, then we can
John,
talk.
I, Nick Bowen, am not proficient at jewelry, but I have mended jewelry before. This
That's
is
fine.
like, you remove a link in a chain, and then...
Have you also been given, Google supercomputer AI of telling you what magical items do? Because that's happened to me before, Nick. So I think
No,
my
but I have a
mental
degree
position
in
is
this.
better than yours.
I have a degree in that. The other is just like, open a chain.
Okay, but
remove.
a pearl has a setting and is not in a chain. It's actually
And
in a
I've-
setting.
Right, I've removed that individual setting and then joined the
Oh.
2 pieces of the chain that link each of the settings.
If you want to steal 1 pearl of this 100 GP pearl necklace, that's okay.
Okay.
Alright. Please
That's-
add 1 pearl to your character sheet.
I really hope every week John illustrates why he doesn't like having artificers in his game. Like literally,
No, it's just
once
a
week.
follow now.
No,
This
that's like
is
wizardry.
artificer specific, though. This is not
That's
artificer
wizards.
specific.
Yeah.
This is
I love it.
spell casting.
I love it when in 3 weeks Nick tries to use this pearl to identify
Shut
an
up,
item.
Brian!
John-
No, don't
All
tell him! Don't tell him, Brian! It's funnier if
Never
you
mind.
don't!
Monkey
Is it-
paw curls.
Is it better if I just take it and tell him like
If you give it back, it's the only
Just give
goddamn
it
game in
back.
town, you
This
ass.
guy
Oh,
is
I'm
being
not-
very nice
Give it
to
back.
us. Should
Don't
have
give
it
it
back.
to you when you ask for it again.
It's not even his. It's his wife.
John.
His wife.
I have stolen a pearl. I have
Right,
tried
you
to
stole
mend it.
A
It may or
tiny
may not
pearl
look
from the
like-
necklace. Understood.
Yes.
Please add it to your character sheet. It's fine.
Look, college is expensive, and I don't have a lot of money to be
Who-
buying expensive material components.
Who would like to put on an item, if any? Notably, for specifically Andy, every character has 3 attunement slots that they can equip an attunement item to. So you do this during
that?
a long rest or over a night, where you just sort of have it on your person. Maybe it's an hour, actually. I think it's an hour.
This
for
is-
I thought it was overnight, but maybe it's just an hour.
This is
I don't
the-
remember.
This is D&D's way of making it so you can't be unkillable.
Where's where's that?
They're not. There's something you just mentally track.
You can put it as other resources on the right-hand side of your sheet. Underneath short and long rest, there are places, and you can click the plus sign for more other resources.
It's true.
Ooh,
So,
got it. Okay.
Arturio has put on the belt. He will begin attuning to that over the next hour or night. I'm forgetting which off the top of my head. But in theory, 1 person could equip all the other 3. So I'm not trying to force everyone to just pick one and then move on. If you don't want to wear an item, you do not have to either. I would just like to know if you do now, because presumably on the morrow you guys are going to go back to the dungeon.
I will ask the other members of my party, do any of these items seem extremely useful to you?
Not for me particularly. Feel free to. I just wonder what the belt did, but he's gone now, so it's weird. It's weird that he would just
think
take
if
the
I'm
belt,
going
but
to be standing my ground against whatever faces us, that these greaves are probably very beneficial to me.
they're yours.
I will take them, John, and I will start attuning to the Greaves of Gnome.
Yeah. They are quite heavy. They wrap around your calf and shin over whatever boot you're wearing. And they fit against you tightly. Clearly, they were meant for a gnome at one point, but have since grown to a larger size. For they are a magical item.
Awesome. How much do they weigh?
10 pounds. 5 each. They're quite chunky, hence why they are quite heavy.
Mm-hmm.
They're made out of lead.
Right, you should have my good buddy Rye. You should have the other 2 items. Don't think that you need to pick and choose. We wouldn't want you to get grappled by something and not be able to get out of it.
Bracers were more interesting to me, but you know, I mean, you should have something too. You fought as much as we did in that dungeon, so
The knowledge and power that we gain moving forward is enough. And the guilt and
Such a
shame that
nice
people will
guy,
feel
Ryan.
by taking, you know. But here's the thing. Here's the long con ploy. His brother's going to be so mad about it. He's gonna be so mad. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm not saying this out loud. I'm just thinking that in my
all
head.
right.
But my good
Yeah.
friend Rye, you should have them. And then I think in my head, he's going to be so mad. We don't back down from a fight. We also start fights too, John.
Yeah, I think
I added to my character
will-
sheet a personality trait of petty.
Hell yeah.
I'll take both and start attuning to both, but I am going to hold the circlet and really think about giving it to Hillary in place of her damaged necklace.
As a note, in case you forgot, the tomb that was containing these items said you might need all 4 to seal away what has been released. So giving it to Hillary may be counterproductive to your quest.
Well, I'm gonna attune both, so I'm wearing both for now.
Okay. Sounds good.
Is that
Definitely
is
worth
it
more
like
than 100 GP pro necklace. That's for sure.
yeah? That's okay. That's okay. I mean, I'm just gonna wear it for now, but I'm gonna think about it because I
Maybe
feel
if it
bad
breaks,
for
you know, you
my
come
brother
back to
stealing
her.
jewelry from a poor person in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Your brother's a scumbag. What can I say, Ryan?
Yeah, it's
Where
pretty.
where
fun.
else would you have learned it from?
In a I'm not like proposing a flashback, but I think in his mind justifying it, Arturio's like, I mean, I can do so much more with this pearl than like, oh wow, like there's like dozens of pearls on this necklace. Like I can do so much more
Yeah.
than just like fashion. This is for the betterment of society, of my career. This is like
what you tell your mirror while you're in the bathtub with this belt on.
He sees his reflection in the water.
I did this for a good cause. Yeah, and this is what Arturio is telling himself is he's like, he takes a drop of actual like good water, puts it in the tub, casts the spell to like expand it. He's like dunking a bunch of empty bottles in there. He's like taking a drink and then he like crawls in and starts scrub-a-dub-dubbing.
At least it wasn't your bath water yet before you drank.
Yep, he's
It is crisp like a spring morning, Arturio. It is not hot water. It is quite chilly, quite cold. But it is refreshing. It's like dunking yourself in an ice bath. Oh, it feels great after the, I believe in total, 11-hour forestry hike that you went on.
Yeah.
8 of which were unnecessary. Just want to
Yep,
remind.
and then this factors into his decision to steal the pearl. I deserve this.
Okay, guys. Please go ahead and on your character sheet, if you have attuned to an item, go ahead and add a new resource tracker called attunement slots. For Rye, you would get 2 of them. For Arturio, you would get 1. Ramul, you get 0 for now. And then Terrance, you get 1 as well.
What do I do?
Parents, you
you
get 2, right?
have an ammunition tracker on the right side of your character sheet.
Class resource.
Yeah. Just go ahead and like type attunement slots there.
Attunement.
Yep.
Attunement.
Attunement.
The
Attunement.
plus sign at the bottom there can give you more if you need more of those boxes.
Party, in the morning, things have changed. For everyone except Removal. We're going to start with Arturio, because his is funnier. Arturio, you've wet the bed last night. You are drenched in water, waist down. It's quite embarrassing at first, and you think you pissed yourself, but it's not warm water. It's kind of chilly, kind of cold. You look down at the belt, and you realize that not only is the belt wet, just like the buckle, this, gold buckle is just producing water. Naturally.
Odd.
Yeah.
There must be a leak.
Specifically, there is a leak, indeed. If you ever take the dash action, you must spend a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. On a failure, you will immediately fall prone, as you were cursed, unironically.
If I dash...
I don't want to touch any of these items. Fuck this. Like,
Here's
come on, get out of here.
15.
John, the belt is gross. It is belt. It is belt. It is gross. The belt is gross. I agree. Let's find
Oh
out.
my
Monkey
God,
paw
there's-
curls.
There's more! Fuck me!
Yeah, curls.
Indeed. Hey, Brian.
Yes, sir.
You would think you'd take these off, but for some reason they're quite comfortable. These 10-pound lead things on your legs. And even though you take your shoes off when you sleep, when you go to bed, you feel like you're being just wrapped in a heavy blanket. Also, when you get up, you realize you can't get off the bed. It quite literally is difficult for you to sit up straight. As these greaves love to be as close as possible to the ground. In water, the wearer will sink, regardless of swim speed. While flying, they move at 1/4 speed. In addition, whatever is funniest. So this one, I might fuck with you a lot with. I hope you enjoy.
I do.
There you go.
What's a good item without a curse?
Exactly.
That's just a benefit, Brian. That's just an upside.
Yeah, you just sink whenever you...
All
go to
upside.
Just means I get down to the bottom faster, John. It's all
Yes.
good.
It's true. Oh, as one of our friends has concrete boots. Oh my God, Rye. Terrible things are happening to your body as we speak.
Okay. Bring it.
1, your head is throbbing massively. You hear and have been hearing insane speech, like words, whispers, in your head throughout the night. At first you think like Arturio's fucking with you. And then you think like, maybe I'm legitimately haunted. This place is a scary hellhole. It's your first night here. It's awful. Basically, whenever I want, literally whenever I want, I'm going to make you roll an insanity check. Just for fun. The DC's super low. It's a... well, you know what? I'll get there when we get there.
We'll find out in later.
Yeah, we'll find
It's gotta
out
be
later.
wisdom.
I'm sorry?
It's gotta be wisdom, right?
Yeah, for sure. Or charisma. You know, sometimes these insanity rolls are a little tricky. Some are intelligence-based. I'm not even lying. They're in the back of a DMG. Next up for Salamander, you are dehydrated, my dude. You have been sweating non-stop in this bed, and if you do not consume 2 times the normal amount of water per day, you will reach a level of exhaustion and then die. This is the fun one as well, where you have to track water now. And guess who has a lot of water rolling down their legs, baby? Alright. There you go.
Oh, John, you skipped somebody.
Rambool?
Yeah, what happened overnight to me?
You had a wonderful night, man.
Hell
You were
yeah.
gleefully chuckling like,
Oh, that's good.
Rye has 2 magical items, Arturio's gonna get jealous.
I just wake up with the smuggest look on my face, going downstairs, gotta get ready. I gotta be first one up. I haven't heard anyone else get up yet. I gotta be downstairs ready. Make sure we have like our meal for breakfast so that, you know,
Yeah.
we gotta set the scene.
Yam potatoes.
I'm like a real housewife from Dwarfandia or whatever. I don't know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm reading the description of the identify spell. And this information should have come through.
It does not come through for curses.
But also, thank you for reading it, the full
Thank
spell
you.
of things.
I like it. I like you seeing, you know, how you want to wiggle out of any sort of complication that should have been here. But John pulled a very predictable fast one on you guys. Which is why Eric,
That's
fast
like,
I
that
don't-
he is, didn't
I
fucking put
was
any
like,
of the items
no. This is too good to be true. John doesn't give away anything. Get the fuck out of here.
That's metagaming, Eric. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Absolutely not. I'm adding it to my character sheet. Does not feel shame.
Now that we know what these curses do, seems that Apollo's having a good time, and that's what I like to see. My players having a good time. You okay, Nick?
Yep, I'm great.
I'm glad.
Arturio is very late coming down from his room.
Yep.
And he has ripped up.
Drenched
No,
bed
he
sheets,
hasn't.
or-
No.
Welcome. You're the first one to come down. Would you like to join me for breakfast?
Arturio.
We have yams.
Arturio
Russia.
has shouted down the stairs like, "Can I get some extra bath towels?"
Good one.
And now has
come
like
come eat some breakfast.
he like comes down and then like goes to the
You're soaking wet. You're dripping down this. Don't slip on the stairs. Careful. Come join me for some food.
It's-
Nobody else is up yet. Who gets up next?
he has like in his satchel like just a bunch of like face towels and hand towels that he keeps like taking out and like rubbing down here. It's like
Man, Arturio, it's gonna rash up if you keep scratching at it.
I mean, Terrence got up like 20 minutes ago, but he hasn't been able to get out of bed yet. You hear some banging around, and anybody opens the door, he's got like a bed sheet like wrapped up, and he's like trying to hook it on something and haul himself up.
Hoist
Right?
hoist
So I can
yourself
then
up.
drop- You hear a big thud as the
You're a-
greaves hit the ground, and then I slowly plod down the stairs, making as much noise as possible.
It's quite
Oh,
literally cracking underneath you, Terrence. You feel
Crap.
400 pounds heavier as you get down, even though only 10 pounds are on your cankles.
John, can you post the circlet curse in the chat?
Did I not?
Insanity occasionally.
Shit. Sorry. Yeah, I got you.
Or did you just paste the same one twice?
I don't think so.
Remove.
Oh, he just
He's
did the
so
three.
comfortable. Can't they make my legs
I-
heavier?
I have breakfast. Oh, they look good on you though.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And if you can't be knocked over, then you're
Oh.
good to go. I don't know. No one will
Awesome.
drag you from a
It was
bed. It
very
sounds like.
honorable. It was a very honorable move last night to not take any of these wonderful items that we have been gifted.
Maybe more gifts will come in the future. You never
Well,
know.
notice
No,
that one is
so
a little
honorable.
more vague, right? Because it's the I'm gonna fuck with someone one, where I just kind of roll dice and then.
Okay, so I'm sweating profusely and constantly looking over my shoulder because I'm hearing voices. So does everyone I run into just think that I've lost my mind already and am very, very ill?
That's up to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what you look like as you come down the stairs as you see us at the like breakfast table or whatever. Hello.
Yeah.
You doing
It's
okay
just
there?
like-
You're sweating profusely.
very
Brother,
happy removal.
brother,
And-
good morning. I would get up to hug you and greet you, but I've already sat down and
Brother, do you not see there is a massive puddle around you under this table?
What? No, I hadn't noticed. Oh, I guess this was already here.
Goodness, is there any water? I would
Underneath your
dearly,
brother, it looks like.
dearly love some water.
Here, I've got.
I hear the dripping.
I've
coming
got
from your brother.
I found a source of fresh water. Here you go.
Oh, excellent, thank you.
And I'll
Crisp.
hand out like every time someone comes down. So I've already given one to Ramul, but now I give Rye like a fresh water skin with fresh
good.
water.
It's
Why, you need
very
2 of
fresh.
those bad boys just to survive. Does
Yeah,
he have any more water skins?
I have one.
Oh my
Just
god.
keep filling them up, baby.
Well, you better keep hold of his.
John, I will ask Hogan if he has extra water skins and offer to trade him my 10-pound iron pot.
You
Because I
have a
now
10-pound iron pot? That's
I've always
perfect!
wanted
Mine
one.
has been rusted over at the base. It's about to come out.
I have no use of this delving into dungeons and adventuring the countryside, but we do need water. Could I trade
I've
you
got
a water
covered
skin?
for water? He pulls out a barrel, just a 700-pound barrel of water. It's so heavy, filled with nutritious minerals.
Hey, Brian, do you have purify water?
I don't have it prepared yet. I can, though.
You fool.
You know, it's after a long rest, Terrence. You could change it, right?
I sure could. I might have to do so. Especially with the circumstances.
John's got us good.
What are we getting rid of, friends? Bless or Shield of Faith for Purify Water?
Oh, fuck bless, man. You gotta drink.
It is done. We have completed our long rest.
Blessed is he who is hydrated. Hydrate
You
or
have
dihydrate.
completed your long rest. Everyone may recover half their hit dice spent. You may also go back to full hit points and full spell slots.
What a fucking waste. I already have all of those things.
Yeah, but you
Is it
pissed
half
yourself last
rounded
night.
up or half rounded
But I
down?
pissed myself
Yeah,
last
you wet the bed. Who cares?
Last night I did do something though, John, that I think we need to resolve.
Oh, okay.
I having some downtime, prepared an elixir.
Oh.
And now that I'm level 3, and I'm just gonna note that this is something I could always do.
Yep.
Ever since I went to college, because
Uh-huh.
college is great.
You
College
just
is
forgot
worth it.
over the trip here. No big deal.
The value of a degree is not in question in this world. So when I finish a long rest, I can magically produce an experimental elixir in an empty flask that I touch. I roll on the experimental elixir table for the elixir's effect, which is triggered when someone drinks the elixir. As an action, a creature can drink the elixir or administer it to an incapacitated creature, which I fucking hate. And I can spend spell slots to create additional ones of my choice. But using this class feature, I have to roll on the table. So I think what it looks like is Arturio takes the empty flask and he like waves his hand over a bunch of alchemical ingredients. And he goes, I hate how random this is. Here we go. And he just like all of the like alchemical ingredients kind of like glow as he waves his hand over it. And then he sticks 2 fingers on the bottom of the elixir and it just begins to fill up.
Oh, you don't puke into it and just watch as rainbow colored?
So I create a flask of resilience. The drinker gains a +1 AC bonus for 10 minutes.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
I'm sure you'll hold on to that for now.
Yes. And this one, the when I create one of these, it lasts until I complete a long rest.
Yep.
And that prevents me from being able to just manufacture
A million.
shelf-stable potions.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Sounds good.
John, I
They're
have a hit dice
only
question.
Yeah, what's up?
We move from level 2 to level 3.
Uh-huh.
Does that mean we gain a hit dice?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then it's half of my level rounded up or rounded down. When we regain half of your hit dice on a long rest.
I think it's up.
I thought you got all your hit die on a long rest.
Nope.
I thought it was half on a short rest.
Nope. You
They don't
don't
get
You don't
any
regain
hit
any
dice
hit
on a
dice
short
on a short rest.
At the end of the long rest, you regain all hit points. The character also regains spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half the character's total number of them. Minimum of 1 die. For example, if a character has 8 hit dice, you get 4 back. I'm gonna say we round up.
I feel
Okay.
like it is a huge oversight for them not to explain whether that's a round up or round down.
Yeah, why did they use the
Okay.
7?
What?
I bet it was made prior to them deciding how Arcane Recovery worked. Because I'm pretty sure Arcane Recovery set the standard for game production in terms of mechanic. Now that I've made a board game, hey guys, I made a board game. I'm beginning to understand the process of game design more and more. And it is a messy, awful thing where you go back and forth on stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen, are we ready to set back out for the dungeon? Or do we need to do any
Oh.
more town shenanigans?
In general, Dungeons and Dragons mandates that you round down unless otherwise stated.
Yeah, I don't care. Wherever that says.
That's fair. I'm just, yeah, no, I like rule of cool, and you should always do what you want for your game. I appreciate you. I'm just this is from the basic rules, page 4.
No.
We're in John's world now.
We're in John's world now.
Yeah. You gain 1 extra hit dice. Okay.
Bonesaw is ready. Sorry.
Last call.
John,
Anything
this
you
is
need to do in town?
Yeah, where would you like to go in town as we set off, gentlemen?
I'm ready to go to the dungeon. I'm short a 10-pound iron pot and I'm raring to go.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Said
Up 10
wiping
pound shoes. No one wants to go to the lumber mill.
Nothing's at the lumber.
Oh, we actually did want to check out the lumber mill.
We?
Did you?
Well, there was it was like the most recently logged area. And so there was I think Arturio had a suspicion about it, but now that he's seen that the mist is denser and denser in the dungeon, I think he's completely forgotten about the lumber mill, actually.
Okay. Party, you will head off into the woods, and we will take a very quick break. And then we will resume our deep diving dungeon delve. We'll see you guys in a bit. Woo! Gentlemen, we're back. Thank you all so much for your patience.
Wonderful. John, I have to add in, before we jump back into game, that my wife absolutely thought that the belt was the best curse.
So good.
Have fun, Nick. That's it. That's all. That's all.
Nick, you have the best.
Some idiot avoided.
I'm glad you picked it so soon.
I'm so cursed. It's the best.
Yeah. If your brother ever gets, dehydrated, you can just have him lap water off your legs. No, Step Andy, don't.
Just point your leg and it'll run down. Just,
This is the destiny you wanted. Alright. I had no bearing on it. Gentlemen, we return after another 8 hours of marching, or do we go straight to the dungeon?
That's up to Andy.
Right, you're the leader. God, it's hot and muggy out here.
As I just chug water constantly from the water skins that I keep handing off to my brother to refill from unseen reservoirs.
I think after the third one, I'm like, "Do you have a fever, brother?" And I'll like hold the back of my hand up to your
like
forehead.
110 for sure. His brain should be melting.
And aren't I
So
hearing
hot
whispers?
right
Like,
Oh yeah, every
so-
time you are like, you hear the wind blow, there is just like a faint voice going somewhere around you.
oh my god.
You're surrounded by traitors. Just more stuff like
you just
that.
have COVID. It's okay.
It's ominous. It's
I've
gross.
COVID brain.
Oh, yeah.
Just taste metal.
The mist does taste like metal.
There's a brain.
Did anyone take Paxlovid? But literally for 5 days, you just literally just taste metal.
My brother did. Yeah.
So I lead straight into the forest, following the markers that I left for myself, and so we take the efficient route instead of the "fuck you, brother" route, and we quickly. In fact, we actually shave time off of the journey because we're getting so used to it and we know the pitfalls.
I want to point out for you specifically, Rye, that when you are going uphill, like a steep incline, you will have a small bout of tinnitus where you cannot hear your companions. They can literally be saying whatever they want to you. You will just be zoned out entirely just due to the barometric pressure. Just you going uphill is enough to just knock your hearing out.
Brother, did you hear me? I said you're getting really good at this. Is everything okay? Let me check your temperature again.
That's what you think.
Are you slurring your speech? Slurring your speech, not making slurs. Just to be clear.
You could never figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Hey.
Unrelated, Terrence, may I speak with you back here?
Why, sure.
This way, fellows.
I'm
I
following.
think
Rye. My good buddy Rye.
Yeah, I think I would get used to that and just start doing the thing that lots of people do when they don't really hear someone ask them a question and just go yeah. And to literally everything that is said to me, just yeah, for sure.
It'll take you longer than you think.
Terrence, I think my brother's coming down to something. He's drinking a lot of water, which is good, but he is mumbling quite a bit, which is unlike him. Usually he's so witty with his retorts, as I'm sure you've seen.
For whatever reason, I would hear that perfectly and whip around and be like, I also haven't peed in 16 hours, and then keep walking.
Oh, that was odd.
Maybe it's the stress getting to him. Give him a chance to acclimate. I'm sure he'll be fine.
As a paladin, you have the ability to cure sickness, right? I've
Yes.
heard men of the cloth can do that if they're well endowed. I mean, bestowed upon with divine gifts.
Sure. I can do that, but didn't you say we should conserve resources?
Well, we can't have 1/4 of our party ill.
I'll walk up to Rye. Rye, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll look back to Arturio and shrug. Seems fine to me, and walk ahead.
You walk ahead.
Fucking idiot. I mutter under my breath.
You hear that perfectly.
Right into your ear.
Any criticism at all directed to anyone, even not yourself, you just hear and focus on, and it's just you're the subject of a conversation. Okay, I have a lighting question as we re-enter the dungeon, because
Yes.
my lighting reset. What illumination do we have?
I have a 2020 torch, or sorry, I can cast 2020 light on Terrence probably.
Yep, I'll take it on the shield again.
Okay,
I'll
I
relight my
am
hooded lantern.
giving you lights. What was that?
I'll relight my hooded lantern.
How much oil do you have left?
Oh, I refilled it at the Dandy Daffodil.
But they only use torches. No, I'm kidding. Okay, it looks like you have two
I
flasks
stole
of
it
oil.
from the innkeeper's wife.
I'm just looking at your character sheet, man.
Apparently, that's morally acceptable.
I want Brian and Eric to know that I heard you all talking about me
I
during
know
the
you
break.
I know you could.
I didn't hear. What?
Oh,
Don't
they
worry
were
about it,
making
Tom.
fun of me for taking one pearl that's probably worth 1 gold and not the whole necklace. That's probably what I need.
That's exactly what happened, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of things I did, flashback at the Dandy Daffodil. I've been counting down the arrows in my inventory as I fired them. Is that part of? Is that an
Yes.
action I take during long rest to like make more arrows, or?
After a battle, you can recover them at a rate of 1/2. So, if you
Oh, shit.
fire
Okay,
5
so I'll-
arrows, you roll 5d2,
Yeah.
and then
Roll
Yeah,
what?
Coin flip if you get
you
them
would
back.
coin flip it, right?
Andy, I used 5 arrows all of last session, and I gave myself 2 back.
Okay, I'll take 2 back.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll take 0 back.
Very good. Okay, I
I'll
think
take
I got
sexy back.
everyone's lighting set up. As you all head into the dungeon, you guys will realize that over the night, the sconces that were once illuminated in the fog are now out. They are no longer producing light. The door that goes to the tomb is locked shut. And fog is still billowing out of this great big cobweb-infested hole that goes down into the darkness below. Are we ready to descend?
I'm down.
The sconces, they're no longer lit.
I mean, if you want to light them again, we can probably summon more methods, but I
Has
prefer
anything-
to go this way.
Anything changed outside the entrance? Is anything
Nope.
different?
Exactly as you left.
Everything else is the same, but the sconces, they've changed.
Why do you do this?
Arturio, you are
You know,
right.
I feel bad halfway through bullying, and then you pull this shit, and you piss me right the fuck off. Everything is suddenly justified again. Never stop bullying Nick, apparently. What the fuck? The
And
sconces...
SCN, as I
Okay.
always say.
John, I lead the way through the mist.
Okay. The mist is difficult and blinding, but you will make it through, getting to this great big hole in the earth. And then I want you to make me an acrobatics check, Mr.
John, we have not moved map layers.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm aware.
Acrobatics check for me.
Yep.
It's a 6, John.
Party, your paladin descends into the dark, does not recognize just how slippery the stones are underneath his feet, and due to the excess weight now attached to his shingle, remember when I said there was going to be some fun?
Oh, yeah.
Shit? This is it, baby. You slip, slide, and fall down. Can you give us your comical Wilhelm scream?
Thanks, Discord.
Good job, Discord. It just cut out after.
The terrain cuts out, so you can't actually hear it. So you
It's
know.
true. Ramul, Rai, and Arturio, your paladin is gone. What do you do?
I follow them immediately, John.
Ramul, give me an
Right.
acrobatics check for fun.
10.
Give us your best Wilhelm scream. Hey.
I hop right in behind him as well.
Rai, give me your best acrobatics check to slip and slide down. My god, give us your best Wilhelm scream. I'm looking for an 11, guys. It's supposed to be difficult.
Are we getting a Wilhelm scream, Andy?
I just did it.
Oh, I didn't.
The
I didn't
mic
hear
is
you.
way too hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Fine.
okay.
Dogs barking.
You know, John, I don't know what it is, but I feel like Arturio's particularly sensitive to slipperiness right now,
Yeah.
and he is very cautious and careful. As
Yeah,
he
give me an
descends.
acrobatics check at advantage. Give us your best
Yeah!
Wilhelm scream. Your DC goes up, buddy. You're slipping and sliding on banana shoes.
I like Looney Tunes like slip in place for 5 seconds before falling down.
Give us your best Wilhelm scream for fun.
Half peaks the mic. Incredible.
Terrence, you will slide down a stone chute. Rai, you will follow after Ramul, who is more or less a stoic boulder rolling down a mountain slide. You, however, will hear the tinnitus return as the barometric pressure of this world changes on you once more. Arturio is short behind, but despite everything, he's still standing upright as he's slipping and sliding down this cavern. Really making the most of his new, what do we call it? What's the opposite of viscosity? I don't know.
I
Solidity.
mean,
Lubrication?
viscosity is a quality of thickness of a liquid.
Yeah, that's you, just in reverse.
I'm a thick liquid or I'm a thin liquid?
You're a thin liquid. Oh, God.
Thin with 2 ends.
Not even watching where he's going, just sliding down.
Party, when you re-get your bearings,
slippery puppet.
Terrence, you try to stand up, suddenly you're crushed by a dwarf, and your shins will not bend upwards, so you can get off the ground. Rai
I'll
is
pick him
soon on your ass as well, followed by Arturio, who, whoa! Literally, like the fawns jumping the shark, jumps over
Whoa!
the 3 of you.
John, they crash into me, but I don't move because they are equal to my size.
Unstoppable force meets immovable shadow.
That's right.
Indeed. Alright, now, if I have done things correctly...
I can't see.
I know.
Zoom all the way out.
thank
Zoom all the way
you.
There we go. We are now in a cavern. I want to point out a couple things before anyone moves. Alright? First of all, these squares are 5 feet now, because roll 20... You
shouldn't have
trigger the
even
monster
said that.
immediately. I have
You
to stop
Shouldn't have
talking
said
now.
anything.
You baited him.
It's gonna happen every time, John.
God, you know I have no self-control.
You don't.
My hands were up, John, the whole time. Okay.
Why are some of these health bars like bigger than the cell? Do you see
Some of
mine?
them are
Mine's the
girthy.
big.
So, roll 20 shat the bed. I had multiple web GL errors through dynamic lighting, so I cannot vouch for how well the dynamic lighting will work. However, we are inside of a tightly packed, cavernous corridor. We're playing Bomberman now, everyone, and I want you to tell me what you are doing, as we are now on the map.
I help Terrence stand up.
Terrence,
Thank you,
stand up.
Ramul.
Yeah.
I think I would head
We've
to
made
the
it.
intersection right about here. And I would shine my light in all directions to try to
Okay.
show. May I move again, John? I'm sorry.
You can, but I want everyone to know that moving through people counts as difficult terrain. So going
Okay.
from here to here to here would cost 20 feet instead of 10. Or for you, 25. This will matter a lot, so if we have a stuck formation going down these like chutes, I can move you as a group, and then you guys can tell me when to stop, and then the chute can be on the other foot, basically. But it's up
Okay.
to you guys. What would you like to do?
Two paths. Right or left?
I say start left.
I put my hand against the wall, John, as he's like positioning himself. What kind of stone am I feeling?
Oh, give me a stone cutting thing. I think that's history plus double proficiency.
Okay. 7?
So convincing.
Granite?
Could be anything. It's too dark in here. I don't know.
Sandstone?
I'm standing
maybe?
right- I'm standing right next to Ramul's bright shield. It's just too dark in here. Can't tell.
Would you like
Could
me
be
to
anything.
place you next to Terrence?
I'll bring up the back of the party. And then where's my annoying spell? Yeah. What was
Did
it?
you
False
put
life?
water on your token?
Yes, he did.
Gosh, John, I definitely won't be able to trace my drips back to where we came from.
That is so funny. You should do that for real. Throughout this entire campaign. Hang on, can I move you to front? And that way the water's below you?
I don't think so.
I think the drawing is on top. I don't know. Anyways, he'll have to move his own character so he can select
There it
all
is.
of it, so you don't like fuck up everything.
Look,
Well
try to
done.
draw underneath you.
I think every time I draw though, it's gonna be at the top layer within.
It's fine.
What if
Yeah.
it's-
Anyway, all ready in action to follow Terrence as he moves.
Terrence.
I will turn to the left, as that is what has been stated, and allow my party to line up behind me, and then I would like to move forward.
Okay.
Dink dink.
I'm going to
Ding,
move
ding,
you
ding,
guys
ding,
in
ding,
a formation, if you don't
Ding,
mind.
ding.
Is this good
Yes.
for you guys?
Sure.
Oh no! It is drawing beneath my token.
Nice work.
Good job, John.
Cool.
I did that.
You did.
One square at a time. You guys will move on up.
I'll keep doing this, John. Oh god.
Good.
Sorry, Ramon. I think the... You guys trot. Going through this darkened tunnel. Oh, we're losing someone because I'm an idiot.
I mean,
didn't
I-
really like...
I'm staying back. I'm hanging back a little bit. There's weird
Yeah.
things happening, so you know.
We are coming
will-
up on a little crossroad here, Mr. Terrence.
I will hold my shield high. I would rather the light shine out and we see what's coming. Right or left, everyone?
There's a theory when solving a maze puzzle that you should always follow the left. Simply just trace along that wall, and eventually you'll get to the end.
Yeah, that is a theory.
Shall we go to the left? Mamool, keep a steady eye behind us, please.
That's right. I'm bringing up the back.
Okay. We continue on going.
I'm gonna draw on every fucking cell.
Man, that's fine.
No, it's great.
It's keeping the,
Out of curiosity, what is everyone's passive perception? Just for fun.
10.
10 for me.
Doesn't
how
Ryan
do I
have
know
double?
my passive perception is?
It's just your wisdom score, I think.
No.
18? 4? I don't know.
It's on your character sheet. If you scroll down and look at the left column, you'll see it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, 14.
Okay, that's what I... What about you, Rye?
4? I don't know.
So it's right beneath your skills and right above all your tool proficiencies.
Yours is 14, Rye.
Oh, passive. Oh, I see it. Okay, gotcha. 14.
You're good.
There's a lot of things going on the sheet.
D&D's complicated.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I mean, I've heard these terms before. I just don't know the interface.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. Oop, my bad.
Do we notice anything?
Not yet.
Okay.
But you do hear this... Well, you specifically, Rye, have advantage, so you actually have night for your passive perception. You bump that up.
Oh, yeah.
Due to your
'cause of the
circlet,
circlet.
you have advantage on perception checks. And when you do, you gain a flat +5 bonus to any passives that go into that ability. Which I had overlooked and just remembered until now. So, Rye, you do hear something.
As I say, I can hear whispers on the wind.
You hear an animalistic huffing somewhere within these echoing caverns. You don't know where it is. It's not nearby, but there appears to be some sort of creature in here with you.
Fellows, I hear an animalistic huffing. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere nearby in these echoing caverns.
I point at your brother. He's right here. He can hear you.
We are coming up on a curve. A turn, if you will.
Whose turn is it?
Party, can you reform yourselves as you move into this new little choke point?
I will move forward, peeking to the side.
Yeah.
There's something here.
You stare at what appears to be an animal, Mr. Brian. But it's not moving. It doesn't appear to be living. It looks stone, quite large. Maybe 7 or 8 feet tall.
I think I'm going to cautiously approach.
You cautiously approach.
What do I see around this stone animal? Anything?
A whole lot of nothing, just more rocks.
What is the expression on this stone animal's face? Is it stoic, like it's a statue, or is there...
It
I think
is
it's really-
regal. This great big fox statue looks down at you with 2 crystal eyes. I believe. Yes. They are emerald.
Are they pearls?
They are not.
Oh, they're emeralds.
I don't think so. Wrong color. Wrong
Grab
shape.
them. Grab them anyway.
You will also see at the base of this statue is a small plaque written in common.
What does it say?
I will move forward and stand in front of it.
You will stand in
What
front
does
of
it
it.
say?
This is.
Speak up!
It simply says, "We are not creatures of prey."
What does that mean?
You're not creatures of prey, huh?
I heard what you said the first time. What I asked was what it meant.
Why are
forgot
you
to give your
shouting?
lantern. Dude, give me 1 second.
Brother, turn on your lantern. You forgot to light it.
I'm watching our
I will-
back because now that shouting's happening, John, this got
Yeah.
like
I will
alert
step up to
something.
Arturio and say, Arturio,
What?
Please.
Oh, what?
please. I'm trying to stay silent. My grandmother can hear you. She lives 250 miles away. The caverns echo.
Right. At first I thought you meant she was like one of your, what is it called? Spirit guardians? But,
Come up to the statue, Arturio. See what you can make of it.
As they're talking, you hear the scraping of cloven hoof upon the stone.
In the little hallway that I've started poking my head down.
Yeah. And you see, coming from this corner, a low to the ground bull head in the shadows. I think I'm going to need everyone to roll for initiative real quick, as the shouting has alerted the beast to your position. Oh, and it goes fast. That's very nice.
It'll never be faster than me, John.
Arturio, you rolled twice. You are at
I
a
did.
19, not an 8. I can do that for you.
thank you.
You're welcome. As a fun little note, fellas, running's always an option, and you're in a great big maze. Surely you can outrun this beast. Right?
Right.
Sure.
Wait, what beast?
You hear a blood-curdling roar. Ramul, Artie, why does nobody have Dex tiebreakers?
Oh,
Because-
I have like what's my tie break? 14.
Because you didn't put it on by default.
I do. It's part of the game mode.
I'll make sure mine's on for the next one.
It's 13 for me.
I've just clicked it on my sheet. There's a button now. You have to add Dex Tiebreaker to initiative on the card wheel. Center, under attribute options.
Interesting. I'm not upsetty spaghetti, it doesn't matter. Ramul, you will go first. What you do is you hear this blood-curdling, huff, roar, challenge, groan,
John,
cowhide.
upon hearing this, I shout out to my party members, what's happening? And I ready an action to Eldritch Blast, like anything that is attacking my party.
Okay, that brings us to Arturio. Arturio!
Arturio jumps back from the statue and realizes the sound didn't come from the statue, and calls out to his brother. He starts running towards his brother.
Alright. As a reminder, these moving through characters count as difficult terrain. But it looks like you only moved 20, so that's fine.
Correct.
The great big Minotaur gets to go now. And it is going to pull up its token information instead of its character sheet. Alrighty. It is going to move 10 feet, at least 10 feet, towards you, Mr. Fucking Rye. Moving a 25-foot dash forward. I think it actually gets squeezed here, trying to reach you. It does, which means it will have disadvantage to this next attack roll. However, it does charge Target takes it will get to make a gore attack upon you. I need you to see if this hits your AC. Does a 14 hit you, Rye?
Nope.
It doesn't.
What's your AC?
16.
Unfortunate.
Your brother sees the near miss and attributes your success at not being hit to his infusion.
You will dodge the great big horns that punch into the rock around you, Rye. Immediately, debris strikes your face, but let's see if the Great Axe follow-up can strike you down. Huh! For a 23 to hit you.
Oof.
I think that hits me.
That will
Barely.
hit you then. As it will strike you for a
Oh.
vicious 23 slashing damage. As it becomes
That hurts.
your turn.
I'm at 2 HP.
Alright. Well,
Perfectly
you have a
fine.
bonus action disengage for this reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna just literally, you said he dislodged a bunch of rocks and debris and shit?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Can I catapult all those rocks right in his fucking face?
I think you can. That's what the catapult spell does.
Okay, how do I do this?
You declare one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds, plenty of debris weighs between that value, within range of being that isn't being worn or carried, so a range of 60 feet, definitely within range of that. It's all around you. And then you pick a line, which I believe you'll just pick this line, and it will fire forward 90 feet. And this guy will have to make a dexterity saving throw, or it will suffer 3d8 bludgeoning damage. It is going to get disadvantage to this because it is squeezing. There's just not a lot of room to dodge here. And it looks like your spell save is DC 12, so it's going to make this save. Ugh, getting a 2, if only it had advantage. So go ahead and roll 3d8 for me. Or go into your character sheet and find the catapult damage value. Oh, perfect. It'll suffer 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you strike it.
And then I will also disengage and back up behind the squeeze a little more.
Okay. This would cost you 25 feet to get here. So you'd have
Speed's
5
30.
more extra feet.
Right, but for every square that you have difficult terrain, it costs double movement, and because it's so tight, moving through each other's spaces is difficult terrain.
You said he's in a squeeze. Is he stuck?
He's not stuck, he just can't move forward without some penalties.
Okay.
Technically, Arturio is squeezed as well, because he's less than a 5-foot square of movement.
Oh, so I'm sort of kettled.
Yep. So the most you can do is where my purple arrows are going. With your
Can I get on the other side of him? Can I
Yeah.
like hop over him?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop
We-
over the
we-
minute.
We
From
both
the
have to
us-
suck it
Oh,
in.
no.
but-
You cannot move through an enemy square. I thought you meant Arturio.
Oh no, I just meant like a big old dash. Hop
No.
over this dude.
There's
Okay.
just too much space, and he's challenging you. If you were like a halfling, like a Lightfoot halfling, you could do that. But due to your great manliness, you are unable to perform that maneuver.
Your quote
enough.
great manliness is preventing you from moving
Indeed.
through that.
Arturio actually says that in this moment. He's like, "You're."
I've never heard someone say big dick energy.
All right, we
harder
gotta
than-
move this turn along. Come on.
All right, I'll just back up behind Arturio.
Okay.
Get behind me! Suck it in! Suck it in! Get back there, brother!
Alrighty,
Okay.
that brings us to Terrence.
Terrence will yell out, "You fools! There's no way for me to get to the front if you stack yourselves in the middle of the alley." And then is this square, hold on, John, sorry, is this square movable terrain right there?
No,
Or is that wall?
that's
Okay.
wall.
Alright. I've moved 5 feet. Am I going to be able to get beyond Arturio to this space? That would be 15, 25, and then 5 extra.
Yeah, it sounds like you have just enough.
It's like 5, 15, 25, 30 to get there.
Yep. I have just enough. All right. I will tell everybody to stay behind me. Fire over my shoulder if they can. I will bonus action Shield of Faith.
Okay. How long
And
does that
then
last? 1 minute?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Bonus action Shield of Faith, taking my AC up to 20, and then I will dodge.
Okay. I have added the Shield of Faith counter.
Thank you.
You will dodge. Remul, that brings us back to you.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. No one's told me. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can't even see anything that's happening around here. Well, that's exciting. That's my 25. If I can see something to shoot with Eldritch Blast, John, I'm getting ready to shoot.
Okay, and that brings us to Arturio.
This is a predicament.
It sure is.
Yep. It's almost like you should let the tank lead.
If only we had done that. I think Arturio's going to kind of like grab his brother's arm and say, that looks nasty, let's get out of here. And I will kind of like pull him out of the way. Whoops, sorry. I'm gonna go here, grab him, and start dragging him this way if he'll let me.
Okay, you move at half speed while dragging, just so you know.
All right, Andy, come move over here, please.
I'm being dragged.
Yeah, I am dragging you out of the way.
You can choose
Rude.
to resist if you would like.
Nah, I'll go along, but I'll be an asshole about it.
Perfect.
Get your fucking hands off me.
The Minotaur, realizing it is trapped in here, will back the fuck up, go around the corner, and then vanish in the labyrinth. That brings us back to Rye, I believe? Yes. Hi, Rye.
Wait, he ran away?
Yeah.
What an asshole. He just whipped your ass and then ran off. What the hell?
Yeah, I just took an axe to the fucking chest. I think I'm gonna sit down and take a breath.
Okay, you take a breath.
Is it gone? My brother is
Jake,
grievously
sitting down,
wounded.
Terrence, what do you do?
I will yell, follow behind me. We must chase it down or it will continue to ambush us. And I will move ahead. I think I'm going to move ahead 15. I'll call it 15 feet to here.
Okay.
And then I will ready an action to strike anything that enters my threatened area.
Understood.
And wait for my party to line up.
Ramul?
I think I take up the oh wait, they've cleared the way. All right, yeah. And then I move up, and then I will ready Eldritch Blast to blast anything they see.
Okay. Back to Artie.
Are you okay? Do we need to get out of here?
I'll be all right. Let me just. I'll be long range for a little bit.
Shit. Arturio will like glance around this corner again really quickly, come back to his brother. I think we should go. That looks really bad.
No. We stay with the party. Coughing up blood. And I pull out my bow and be ready to fire over people's shoulders.
Yeah, for sure. Right, it's to you.
I follow behind. But I try to usher Arturio to go in front.
Did anyone take the gems from the statue?
We
I
sure
don't
have
think
it.
there was no time.
Perfect. Just making double sure.
No reason.
reason.
All right, I'm stacked up behind Ramul.
It seems like we're stacked up. That brings us to another turn. Once the Shield of Faith reaches 100, it's gonna go
I
away,
know,
Terrence. What do we
Whatever
do?
will I do? But cast it again twice. I will
Now
move
the
ahead
deadliest of dungeons.
10, 20, 25 feet, and I'll move 5 more feet around the corner. Say, it's not here. Keep coming. And ready in action to hit it if it comes up in front of me.
All right.
Go.
Ramul.
I can only move this far.
All right.
Again, I will ready a crossbow bolt because readying all this magic and it firing off without actually I don't want to damage anything right here. I'm gonna ready a crossbow bolt, John. I'm gonna fire it at whatever we see. It's like
Okay.
threatening us.
Andy, I moved you back because I think something click dragged you on accident. Did you ready an action to chase after him?
I know. I just thought we were moving as a stacked group.
We are still in turn order.
That sounds like he's saying we're moving together to me.
Could be anything.
It could be anything. We're still in turn order though, until
Okay.
we have declared no longer being in turn order.
Got it.
Specifically, if the spell was... Honestly, I'm in turn order because you just casted a big spell. And I want to keep track of that. Artie.
Arturio will move up, grab the flask of resilience that he created. Quick, drink this, and give the flask to his brother, and ready in action to follow his brother.
Your gains +1 bonus to AC for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Alrighty, that brings
John.
us to Rye.
John, I'm going to let you know we can see when you click move.
Oh, perfect.
You need to hide that.
Well, I'll just move it now. I don't know how to hide it, is why.
I drink.
I'm zoomed in on my character, so
I drink the disgusting resilience potion, and that smacks of academic mediocrity, and
Jesus.
and I move forward.
Christ. Okay,
Oh,
how long does this potion last?
A minute.
It says 10 minutes.
Oh, wait, was it? Oh, shit.
If
Your
it's
gains
10
+1
minutes-
bonus to AC for 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh, yeah, it is 10 minutes, so... on Shield of Faith 102.
Yep. There we go. Okay.
What a sophomore effort. And I throw the empty flask back to my brother.
I catch
Okay.
it.
You can take your movement, and the ready to action will go off as well. That brings us back to Terrence. Terrence, are we out of combat?
Not yet, because we haven't hit an area where we had to choose which way we're going. So I'm going to move 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I stand in the square or am I in the wall?
You're pressed up against the wall. It's fine for now.
Okay. Like 2 pathways ahead here. Gather in close, and then get quiet. That's my turn.
Okay. Rumble
crossbow bolt ready. Move 25 to here.
or cow hunting.
Yep.
Artie.
Go ahead, pass by. I'll follow behind you.
Okay. The Minotaur is now on the GM layer, so you guys cannot see its movement or position.
Thank you.
There you go.
And I ready I knock an arrow.
Okay. Everyone has readied actions going. There are 2 effects that last for 10 minutes. I am going to take us out of initiative since we're all sort of inching together with readied actions held. Light spells are going. However, periodically I'm going to increase these little trackers, and then we will roll into initiative again if we come into a fight. Sound good?
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. What do we do?
I will ask everyone to get really quiet and turn to Rye. I'm going to ask 2 questions. One, to the party. Does anybody have any way to heal? Or is it just me? With the non-answer, I
just cough up more blood.
I'll throw 10 of my 15 points of lay on hands on Rye to heal him up.
Whoa.
And then I will also ask him to listen. In the hopes that we can hear the movement of the Minotaur now that we've stopped moving and shuffling forward.
I'm gonna position you so that this exchange of touching can occur.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm gonna move the entire party so I can control group. Alright. Can I control? No, I can't.
There was an alcove near the statue, and there were the gems. The not pearls? Did you grab them?
No.
I'll be right back.
Nice knowing you.
Marty, you should stay with the group. Smart.
Arturio runs back.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Do the others remain, or do you move on?
No, I turn around and follow the idiot. I
Sure.
will follow behind Arturio,
I'll stay here
Hoping-
and listen.
hoping that his sacrifice of jumping in front of this Minotaur allows me to get a good hit in a minute.
Okay. Please move your character.
It takes me 2 turns to get here.
I'm
And-
going to stay here and ready an action to run if I see something.
Okay. Rye, give me a perception check.
Percepcion? Where's my... Oh.
Wait, were you able to see them? Fuck.
The arrows you put down.
Oh, a 12.
Did see the arrows.
It's fine. I'm struggling. I'm a struggle bear right now.
That's fine.
Just don't worry
but
about it.
but that perception should be boosted, shouldn't it? Because I get
You get advantage, not a flat modifier.
You get the bigger number on both rolls.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a 12 right now. Currently, your heart is just beating so fast, along with the chemicals just in your body, distracting you for a moment. Mr. Apollo Nick, also known as Arturio, when you pick up these 2 emeralds, they both are palm-sized in your hands. You can fit 2 of them to one hand. I assume you have a free hand, right?
I have a free hand.
Okay. While they are on your person, God, I don't know what I was thinking when I designed this, but this is funny as fuck.
Hey, John, preemptively, fuck you.
The paladin, Mr. Terrence. Oh, did someone turn off their
we
camera?
lost Eric.
What the
Oh
fuck?
no!
What happened?
Well, he's
We
back
lost
in
him,
game.
Eric.
He's back in the wrong channel.
You're-
There he is.
Hey,
Thank you.
Come
Discord just
on,
crashed
buddy.
the desktop.
you're
Yeah,
good.
there we go.
You missed nothing.
Thanks, Discord. Just sitting here.
Terrence, you will see your good buddy, or companion, Arturio, suddenly glow with an emerald sheen, as though he's been fairy fired.
What
he
are you
is
looking at?
incredibly
Is it my ass?
luminous right now. Even
Is
without
my
the
ass
torch in
looking
his
good?
hand.
Is my ass looking good? Good.
Sit down.
I will turn my back to the glow and use it to illuminate the hallway in front of me so I'm not blinded, and look out for the thing that is inevitably going to come down and squash us all.
Okay. Well, it doesn't show up this way.
next round, I'll. Oh shit! I have to pass by this fool. There was an alcove this way.
Are you fully splitting the party now, guys?
I don't know. I can't. I don't have control of other
John,
people's behavior.
Can I use my reaction to grab the back of his fucking shirt and hold him steady until the rest of the party shows up?
Rest of the party, do you stay in this little crossroads here?
Did I
will
hear
remind
anything?
the viewers that they cannot see where their fellow party members are. Only I have the god view.
Did I hear anything?
No, just your heartbeat and Ramul shuffling in front of you.
You see me like hunched down, like kind of like ready to like run. Wait, where'd they go?
He went back for his stupid emeralds. We should make sure they're okay.
Okay,
Uh,
let's
and,
back off. This is like
yeah.
25 for me.
You follow the water trail back. Here,
I'm
gonna
drawing.
move you 2 rounds.
I'm
Just
drawing a
take-
slash every time I move through a square.
Yeah. Feel free to just move all the way back to that little corridor, or until you guys can see your party members.
How do I get the little arrows again?
If you
Right
left
click.
click your token and then drag, while you're still holding, hit right click, and you'll see a yellow line show up.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool.
You're good. Perfect. Just like that. Party, you are together again. From what I understand, you are whispering to each other. I'm gonna say
Brother,
this
I
takes a
have-
full minute to regather.
I got the emeralds. I think we should call them our family's jewels from now on.
Arturio
you-
is glowing with an emerald light.
Why are you staring at me?
Have you tried putting them down?
Why would I do that?
Because you look possessed.
Look at these knockers. They're great.
Arturio, put them down for a moment.
I gently set them on the floor.
You watch as they phase out of reality, and Rai behind you. The shrine now has 2 beautiful green emeralds in its eye sockets.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna leave those
Arturio is
here.
no longer glowing green, if that was not clear.
We're
I
gonna
mean, you
leave
could
those.
throw it at our opponent if you want and get it stuck in our opponent.
Oh,
But you
But
know,
you gotta be glowing until it happens. Either way, we should move.
we should move
So
back
Follow
to the same
behind me,
direction we were
please.
going.
So much for Arturio's glow up.
I'm taking up the last spot as we
No.
like snake around for like 25 movement. 'Cause
I asked them
25
to
slow
follow
boy.
me, and I'm going
Yeah.
to move in towards the center.
Everyone move your tokens. Tell me if you pick up the emeralds again. If not,
I'm
no
in the
big deal.
final slot.
I
of
do
the
not.
Party. Andy, you're in front of me. There you go.
I do not pick up any emeralds.
Alright, keep going. Keep moving. I'm ticking away every
Moving,
time I see
grooving.
Shadow's movement.
Oh my god, I can't keep up drawing and moving at the same fucking time.
That means
It's
you're
impossible.
hastily running and there's fewer water droplets, okay?
Whoa.
Mhm. I'll wait till I see all 4 party members here, and then I'll move ahead.
Yep, we're snaking
Brother.
along.
You're so close, bro.
Down, down.
John, you have to move me so I can draw.
I'm not gonna do
No.
that. I'm having to hit
Keep
my
up.
turn order.
Yeah, he's keeping up the turn order. as
Alright,
we're
3
moving.
people
Everyone's
are
got-
standing in one spot.
Everyone's tracking their
You know,
own fucking
gets wider.
spreadsheets over here.
I'll whisper back. It gets wider over here.
Oh, thank God. Drip, 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 drip.
I take this
see.
opportunity to drink more water.
Good point.
lap
actually.
it up off the floor, bro.
All right, I'll move to this point where we have passageway to the left, straight ahead, and to the right.
Hmm.
Right. Listen. Can you hear anything?
I listen.
Give me a perception check.
Drip. Drip. Drip.
You hear the dripping of your brother, as well as the huffing and puffing of a beast.
Drip. Puff. Drip. Puff.
I hear a huffing and puffing of a beast,
Drip.
fellows. But
Nick,
um,
please.
give me a moment to see if I can tell what direction it's coming from.
Arturio,
Drip.
grab your crotch. Stop dripping. Good job,
Drip.
Arturio.
Drip. I get so wet so fast. Drip. Drip.
John's cursed himself, I think.
What's the point, Artificer? Brood, you want to come on? Looking for a new person. Oh my god.
I steady aim at this crossroads.
Okay.
Oh.
You will steady aim. Readying your next shot to have advantage on it.
Given no direction as to where the beast could be, I will move straight ahead into this alleyway. And I see another statue. This one, it looks like almost a dragon.
Indeed, it is a dragon. It looks to appear to be a metallic dragon, although it is made out of marble and rimmed with gold, or decorated with gold, excuse me. It has great big mustache-like tendril coming at it, and in the center there is a pillar that goes fully to the top of the ceiling. It looks like this thing was installed here. What is this? This is dragon. You will see another plaque at the bottom, as well as amethyst in its eyes.
More gems. Quick, everybody in the room. And I will move forward to hold the front until everybody can move past me.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, I'm also waiting for them to move past me. Get in there.
Well, Nick has stepped away.
Oh, okay.
Nick is dripping in real life.
Drip.
That's right.
Drip.
He's got that drip. All right, what do y'all want to do?
I think we should grab the amethyst and see what they do.
I take one more step back and I ready an action with my crossbow, John, to shoot if the enemy comes back.
I'll grab the
Same
amethyst.
aim.
First, you will read the plaque on the ground. This says... This is...
In what language?
This is all in common.
Boring.
This says, "We shall see if you survive."
If you survive.
What did the previous one say?
We are not creatures of prey.
Gotcha. Thank you.
When you pick up these great big amethyst eyes within your hands, Mr. Arturio, you will feel a sudden malaise come across you. Your skin feels like paper. Your bones feel brittle. This is not good.
Wait. Everyone, I think if I stay down here, I'm going to die. Whatever that creature was will break us.
I use the end of my bow to swat his wrist and make him drop the amethyst.
Slap the amethyst out of his hands. They fall to the ground, and as soon as they do, they reappear in the dragon statue's eyes.
Oh, those do not feel great to hold. Let me try something. And this time I'll collect them, but I'll put them in my bag.
Break them? Why are we keeping them?
Answer that question real quick.
They must be important.
Yeah, break them.
I'll hand one to Ramul, and
I go to like grab it and let it fall to the ground, and then as it appears back in the dragon like statue's eye, I don't know if it's one or both of them, I will shoot the eye with my crossbow. Or Eldritch blast it, I guess? Yeah, we're blasting it with force.
You can Eldritch blast the face of the statue.
Yeah.
You will strike the statue. It's an inanimate object, but let's see if you can meet its damage threshold to break it.
Ow, 8.
8
Bam.
force damage is a
think that's
few
max?
points
Oh,
shy
close.
of a gemstone.
I know, these seem dangerous, and they shouldn't be down here, so...
I don't think...
That's fine.
we're trying to break it, not cut it, John.
I hate to break it to you, Nick.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get through the damage threshold of this statue.
Okay. That's fine.
Do you have a portable ramp?
I do. John, actually I do. It's called Shatter.
You want to shatter the statue?
Yeah, but everyone needs to get away from that, and I would also tell my party members we could try to shatter the statue, if this would be good. Or we try to get these
You could leave
amethysts
it alone.
onto our
It's not
opponent.
doing anything. Do you really want to spend spell slots when there's a Minotaur nearby?
Whoa,
I don't know
whoa,
if there's a Minotaur
whoa,
nearby.
whoa.
I never saw it, John.
Let's not be rash.
And no one
Very
said that
true,
there's a
actually.
Minotaur nearby. Just like he got hurt. I don't know.
Rumul, did you know there was a Minotaur nearby?
Oh shit!
Holy shit. Since
We
when?
forgot to tell you. I will step back out of the hallway. Hey, you're gonna take my counter anyway.
In case the Minotaur comes back, I'm gonna stand guard at the hall and ready.
Right, my boy, my beautiful boy.
Are you kidding me? I'm stepping out in the middle.
Everybody, roll for initiative real quick.
God damn it! If you go down,
Let me die here.
Go
So-
down, then we
So,
go down.
I thought you were staying
together.
ranged for a while.
nope. He's
I
impatient.
was gonna stay ranged in the crossroads. Where
Staying ranged in the back. For reference, staying ranged in the
Get
back
out of the
hole where
room.
nothing can show
The
up behind
Minotaur
you is
comes
probably.
flying out of the shadows. It blends so well with the granite. And it's gonna try to gore you again.
I have my readied action, John.
I thought you were contemplating shattering the statue.
Oh,
the
sure.
Minotaur's,
change?
You're right.
what's the Minotaur's,
You're right.
speed?
No, you're right.
Fuck you, Minotaur.
It will unfortunately miss on the 10, but it is not squeezed in this hallway. Oh, there's its health bar. So it will great axe you a question. Let's see if a 20 hits.
Oh Jesus! I'm not close enough to interception, am I?
You're within 5.
I don't know, are you? These squares are not 2.5 feet. They are... No, he is far
I'm
away.
not. He is too far ahead.
All right,
Corner to corner, though.
the 20 is going to hit for 25 points of slashing damage, which I believe is 3 shy from outright killing you.
You're rolling like a god for damage today,
I
John.
know. I don't know what's going on. That's real good. Okay,
Minus 13.
you are at minus 13, which means you are not dead. That
Well,
means...
won't let me put 13. Hang on a second. 13.
Yeah, it's
oh wait.
It'll go to 0.
Arturio,
because it doesn't outright kill you.
rolled a 19.
Oh wait, why is it adding? Like, what's going on?
All right.
Don't worry about it.
You cannot go into negative hit points in this game.
Oh, because if you include a plus or a minus, it adds or subtracts from the current value.
Got it.
So you can't put a negative number.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
It says minus 13.
There you
All right,
go.
there's no such thing as negative hit points in this game, so go to 0.
Okay.
Arturio.
All Arturio has turned to face Ramul to argue with him about the jewels and their destruction, and just sees his brother get slammed and dropped to the fucking ground. And he is going to charge forward and shout, "Get out of my fucking way!" and ready a spell.
What spell are you
as
readying?
he grabs a green vial off of his belt, uncorks it, and holds his palm to the bottom while putting his thumb over the top, like it's a garden hose that he's trying to focus, and it begins to bubble inside. He is preparing Tasha's caustic brew.
Okay.
That is.
That is what you wanted.
Thank you.
Okay, that looks like a line attack that will be triggered.
I am
when Terrence
readied.
moves.
Readied the spell. Yes, exactly.
I heard you.
Alrighty, Rye, that is a death saving throw from you. 20, you stand up at 1 hit point. Or you come back at 1 hit point.
There, right next to your hit dice is the death save area where there's successes and failures. If you hover over death saves, it should turn red, and you can click that.
Our
It's a
first
2.
fail.
It's good.
So you can mark a failure circle.
Terrence, that
Got
brings us to you.
I will move 5 feet closer to Rye, continuing
Alrighty,
to face the
caustic
monster.
brew goes off since we're not dealing with 2.5-foot squares. Only the
Let me-
Minotaur's gonna get hit.
Let me do a missile.
Is it a missile or is it a line attack that I make it?
I mean, it's a line.
Can we
I
just roll
don't.
He's
damage,
just using
please?
the effects because
Uh,
it's one.
Yeah, there you
He will
go.
pass.
Oh, fuck him. So he takes... stream of acid emanates. Each creature in a line must succeed or be covered in acid. So it's not
The
covered in the
saver
acid at all. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
a saver suck, it looks like.
All right.
Okay. It will move its head back as your...
Oh,
Okay,
God,
I
no.
can't do this, dude.
No.
Stop
Sorry.
drawing off the map.
I didn't...
Alright,
Didn't know I was
Terrence,
gonna
please
do
finish
that.
out the rest of your turn.
Oh my goodness, John, I would love to. I'm gonna swing my longsword and try to hit this thing.
Do
A
you have
10.
advantage for some reason?
I don't think that I do, unless he picked up the emeralds on the way through.
He did not.
Okay,
Same.
then that is, I believe that's my turn. I don't think there's anything else that I can do.
No bonus actions?
Well, I'm not going to Earth Trimmer right now.
Okay.
I think that's an action anyway. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. That brings us to Ramul.
John, we're cursing him, obviously.
Which curse
Throw
are
out my
we
bonus
cursing
action. I think I only have the one where I get 19s and 20s
Alright.
or crits.
Exploit it is.
And then, yeah, and then let's see here. I definitely step up and Warhammer him a question.
Alright.
What?
Please step up. Swing,
Stepped
swing.
up, and then this is the Warhammer one-handed click. 12.
12 is too shy from its 14 AC.
Great. That's me, John. Thank you.
Alrighty, the Minotaur gets to go. He's in a target-rich environment. He doesn't know who to hit exactly, so he's gonna roll a 1d2. A 1. He's going after the Hammerman. Mr. Ramul, he's gonna swing his great axe at you at full strength. And because he really wants to hit you and just take down you clowns, he's going to do this recklessly, which will give him advantage to hit you. But on the subsequent turns until the start of his next turn, you will have advantage to hit him.
Great.
Sound good?
I'm in.
Alright, he will hit you on a 19.
That's correct.
Okay. He will strike you for 19 points of slashing damage, which is intercepted to 8. Or
8.
bite
Okay, I take
for 11.
2.
8.
I take 2 damage to my hit points. So I had 6 temporary hit points.
Oh, perfect.
Great. High five, Shadow.
This thing
Teamwork.
does not have multi-attack unless it's charging. He will keep that in mind. Shield of Faith is now at turn 26. Potion of Resilience is at 24. That brings us to Arturio.
Arturio will cast grease on this bitch.
The water from the belt shoots out.
Slippery motherfucker.
Yeah, he just he grabs a bottle that has like a really small top, kind of like one of those bottles like of sauce that you have to like shake to get a couple. So he shakes out like a couple drops of grease into his palm. He like rolls it around, and then like it begins to grow, and he just flings it in like just throwing a basketball onto it.
This is the most dexterous Minotaur in the world, guys. It is a ballerina on the ice,
That's
and
a flat
somehow
D22.
comically just stands through the grease.
I will draw the grease area though.
All right,
They will, they will have to end their turn there, maybe. We'll see.
we will see. That brings us to Rai. I need another death save on a 1. You are a corpse, sir.
Please pass this one.
That's a success.
Hey.
Please mark a success on that. Terrence.
Andy, I'm sorry. I'm going to play fast and loose with your life here because I have advantage on this guy. And we need to start hitting him and make him fearing for his life. I'm going to swing my longsword at him with advantage. That's a 22, John.
22. Are you smiting this guy?
It is definitely time to smite this guy, and we need to get some damage in. So I'm going to expend a spell slot and
Alright.
deal 17 total damage to him.
My man.
That was a
Very
good hit.
nice. You chunk him hard with your long sword. The smite goes through. It's like a shockwave that rips through him, briefly illuminating all of his organs inside of him. Disgusting.
And I will yell to him, "Face me, you coward!" And that ends my turn.
Alright, Ramul, that brings us to you, bud.
Oh, it's hammer time again, John.
Alright, you
We
have
love
advantage.
hammering. Pow,
24
pow.
does it. For 12.
That's not a crit because it's an 18, but you know, we're close. 12.
Plus 2 from your proficiency, if I remember how hexblades work.
I think it's calculating appropriately. Oh no, 2 proficiency and 4, and then I get 2 more on top of it. Okay, well, keep that. in mind.
Just for damage.
Oh, for damage. Oh, okay, so 14.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It will suffer
Okay, cool.
14. Any bonus actions from you?
That's me.
Okay. Does it make a save at the end, or
End of their turn because they're sitting in it.
it is going to do what is known as take the disengage action, not provoking attacks of opportunity, and will end its turn right here in this corner. Shield of Faith. Arturio.
As it's ending its turn, we see Arturio with his tinderbox and a torch in his hands.
Don't you already have a torch lit?
No.
Oh.
Or do I? I don't know. Did you give me a
You
torch?
should have it. You asked for
yeah.
one.
Oh, did
My
I?
understanding is you can't.
I thought I used light. On.
No big deal.
Anyway.
No, you don't have light. It's fine.
Okay. Well, I've got a torch that I've got over my head then, and I'm like in thrower's pose, ready to fuck that thing, and he goes, "Fucking coward!"
End your spell.
And then he runs up and pushes past you to get to his brother's side.
End your spell.
Nope,
Okay.
he does not.
That brings us to Rai. Rai. I need a death save from you. That's a second fail. Terrence.
I will reach down and with healing light expend 1 point of lay on hands to bring Rai back up to health. And
Two
then
health?
since 1 health.
1 health. Got you.
Is there any way that I can also move him out of the way, or is he kind of stuck there?
He is prone on that space unless he is dragged or moved.
Alright, well, since Arturio did not end his spell, I can do nothing but stand. I don't want to step in the grease. Or
Okay.
do I want to step in the grease?
Make up your mind.
You can't. Do your shin things prevent you from slipping?
Ooh, that's a question. I think that's only something that I'm going to know if I test it, right? Hold on. I have to actually... Will you give me a brief moment to look at the description, John?
The bracers
No, I'm kidding.
No, the shoes.
or the greaves of
It
gnome.
does nothing against falling prone.
Yeah.
It doesn't help
You
you
could-
balance. It helps you stand.
An act which requires balance, I might
Sometimes.
say.
All right. Then...
Just
No,
fucking
I gotta do it.
just skate across, Brian.
I gotta
It's
do
not a
it.
big deal.
I gotta move
Isn't
5
it
feet
only
into the grease
difficult
because
terrain?
I have to stand in front of Andy or he's gonna die when this thing charges.
It is treated as difficult terrain, yes.
Or do you end your turn there? Is that why you're making a big
When
deal
you
of this?
enter for the first time or end your turn there, it's not
Yeah,
difficult.
I'm gonna have to
terrain.
make a dex save or fall prone.
Okay. Make a dex save.
DC 13.
Oh,
I
turns
fall
it into
prone.
difficult terrain. Oh, I missed that line. Turns into difficult terrain. Yeah.
I'm prone on the ground and I'm a big, huge friggin' target for this thing.
Cool.
The bait has been set.
Fuck.
Yeah. Imagine if you had ended the spell, then I could have just walked up to him and stopped him from getting to us.
Alright, quit bitching. Ramul, it's your turn.
I use I'm gonna stand next to my buddy here and use some athletics to help him stand up on my turn, John, as my action.
Okay. You do the reverse shove action known as the pull action.
Yeah.
Help him up.
Yeah. Don't end your turn in there.
Okay. The Minotaur.
Oh, John, did you count the Minotaur's movement as difficult terrain when it was leaving Greece?
I did, yeah.
Great, thank you.
Okay. The Minotaur does what it did earlier and begins to fuck right off. Guys. It just phased through reality on my token side. I can't interact with it anymore. Uh-oh. It just disappeared.
It's still I can see its health bar. It is in the same place.
Yeah, I have to refresh Roll20 though. I can't. It literally, I clicked it and then it's just gone. Like what?
No worries.
Okay.
Rias.
the Gambler.
Rias, wake up. Rias.
Shield of Faith.
Are you
still
with us?
going. Arturio.
Rias. Gating and
It doesn't matter. I know what they do. You did not die. You are up.
Insert meme of
Good
we'll
try.
be paying attention to your long career.
I see
Arturio,
that you don't do death saves until. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Arturio looks over his brother's shoulder at the fallen paladin, kind of barely
Standing
manages to suppress a smirk and releases his spell.
Okay. The grease is gone. Rye, you stand up. Using half your movement.
Stay back, brother.
I steady aim the fucking bow.
I'm gonna reset up position. Just immediately get gored or axed. Terrence.
Wait, are we still in combat?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Waste
trying
some
to
turn order.
think of anything useful I can do with cunning action, but we've been disengaged already, so I don't know. I'm good. I'll just ready the bow. Never mind. Continue.
Terrence.
I'm gonna move ahead my 30 feet and then I'm gonna dash. I'm tired of this thing running from me. I want to know where it's at.
Okay.
I move 30 feet to here and yell for everyone to follow. We'll see if they follow fast enough or if I just keep chasing them in the darkness.
All right, Ramul.
25. And then I dash 15. Oh, I can see him. Okay, he's up this way. 25 again.
He
There you
sounds
go.
so casually gleeful.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know which way he went. If I couldn't
The
see him, then
Minotaur moves. Cool. You hear the plodding sounds. It is fully sprinting right now. You hear it is clearly gone this direction. To the galactic north. Shield of Faith continues. Arturio.
Brother, promise me you won't let yourself be charged again. Stay behind Terrence.
I promise, and I cough up more blood, and then I go to follow.
And I'll ready in action to follow, but watching our backs. And John, I sent you a DM in Discord.
Oh.
Not a big deal. I can see the statue still to our south.
That's a glitch on your end. I haven't done anything to that. You could just refresh
Refreshing.
L20 and it should disappear.
Refreshing. Winks at camera.
Yeah, it's not there for us. Or at least for me. Okay, Artie has moved. It looks like Rye has moved as well. We are still in turn order until we give up the chase. That brings us to Terrence.
I will look back to the party, point in that direction, this direction to the side where it had gone, and I will usher us to the other direction. We're going to move this way and cut it off. I'm only going to move 15 feet, John. I'm going to wait till we all line up behind, and then as long as my party's okay, you can move us in this direction as a group.
Okay.
all right, 25.
And if we're moving
and then
as a group, I'm going to take us out of initiative again.
Okay,
Sound good?
Yeah.
All
we're
right.
dashing as a group at 50, I guess, then.
If we are dashing, we are dashing.
Let's dash as a group at 50. Can we get Rye in between me and Ramul, please?
Yeah.
If possible.
Here. I'll have Arturio in the back. No one move your tokens real quick.
Yeah.
Can you click Hexblade's Curse again? Because
Yeah, it's like lasts for 1 minute.
it lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah.
I think I'm
click.
thinking of Hunter's Mark, where you know where they are.
Yeah.
Or am I
Yeah.
thinking of Hex?
I think Hunter's
I don't know
Mark
where they
lets
are.
you know their direction up to like a mile, which is nuts.
Okay, this path is actually quite curvy. So I'm going to have you all stack together on one token. I know it looks ugly. You're fucking water, Nick. God damn it.
Fuck you, John. You did this to yourself.
I did no such thing. You all moved
You did it
like
to yourself.
so, going through this narrow tunnel, back to back, or shoulder to shoulder, or in each other's spaces. Oh, holy fuck. Whoops.
Vroom.
Eventually, like so, sorry, you will quickly realize, Mr. Terrence, that this place is indeed a maze. And a shortcut or a cutoff that you thought would go directly to the Minotaur is a spiraling nightmare hellhole that keeps going and keep your fucking water. Stop it. Keeps going.
I'm just gonna keep drawing.
John,
keeps
I will
going.
confidently lead the party until I hit a dead end or a crossroad.
And it keeps going.
This is fine.
And
If
it
we're
keeps
moving in
going.
the direction, that's all right. Keep going.
And
I'm
it
sure at
keeps
this point we can
going
probably
30 feet
another-
sections.
another 10 to 15 off of Shield of Faith and the Resilience too. Whenever you're done.
And then it keeps
Oh,
going one
yeah.
more time until you get
God
back.
damn it! I see fucking water on the ground.
True.
One more time.
All right. That's. I love my maze. Do you love my maze, Shadow?
I do now.
Where would you like to go,
okay.
guys? As 10 turns pass.
We chase for a minute.
We chase for a minute around a circuitous hole of shit. At this point, I see the water on the ground. I know where we've gone. I want to move this way, John. And we're going to come around the corner, and we're going to go down the path where the Minotaur actually went.
Okay.
And
need
I'm
a
hoping
minute to move my Minotaur.
you take whatever time you need.
Because it is booking it, and unlike you guys, it knows where it's going.
And not only that, it's faster than we are.
It sure
My
is.
favorite thing is this is mist filled, so there is no way the water dripping from me is drying up. Because the
Definitely
water-
not.
The air can't handle it. The water is the air is saturated. I understand physics. I went to college.
It will use.
We want to
this-
try breaking the gems instead of continuing this goose chase.
I don't know if we're going to be able to break the gems. Thought we were told that.
Oh,
Really?
we can. I have a plan for the gems. I've been thinking as we've been running for the last 60
Then
seconds.
tell us while John is.
Yep,
I'm just
please
healing
do.
my monster. No big deal.
We grab one green gem. We grab one black gem. Anyone seen Dragon Ball Z past Cell with Majin Buu?
No.
Fusion? We combine them.
Dragon Ball Z doesn't exist in this world, Nick.
Then what the fuck have I been imagining in my dreams?
I don't know. Are we fucking with the dragon statue, or are we going after the Minotaur?
I was just throwing that idea out. You party share your thoughts.
Do we? Is anyone good at tracking? I can't tell if
Please
there's.
stop shouting.
Is anyone good at tracking?
There you go. No, none of us are.
Fuck me. Okay, never mind.
Arturian
down the
remembers
other
you guys
corridor.
were lost in the woods for 10 hours, the first day of adventure.
Brother,
Together, you head after the Minotaur?
I would like to, yes.
brother, trust your instincts. You're good at nature things. Track the Minotaur. I believe in you.
Thank you, and I cough up more blood.
Your instincts leading you down a treacherous path. You will continue heading up, and you will find that this dungeon does follow the same principle of left equaling life, as you find one dead bard currently sprayed out, as well as stairs going up, where the mist is coming from, descending down into this rocky cavern. What do we do? As I get you all out of a fleshy stack.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
It's
We're
stew.
I'm protecting Rye.
I guess.
Right.
It's
in the
stew.
Yep.
Poor stew.
I will hold this position while our man of self-proclaimed intelligence takes a look at what's going on with this bard.
Oh no, it's stew. Poor stew.
Are you
And
drunk? What is happening?
I weep at his feet, laying my head down and then rifling through my grubby little hands through his things.
Okay.
Does
You
he
will
have
go-
anything on him
Yes,
of use?
there are things upon the bard.
Give me the spells, baby.
There are no spells upon the bard. You will
Fuck.
find a broken harmonica that has been crushed and then split in half, as if a minotaur tried messing with it, and then shattered it in annoyance. You will also find a ripped open backpack where a bunch of alcohol has been drunk in. Delicious alcohol. Schmalcohol. You also see packages of rations that have been dug through. However, you find a somewhat untouched book. Well, Well, I say that, but like half the sheets have been ripped out, and there's like a couple pages left. Would you like to read it?
No, I can't stand reading something that I won't be able to finish.
All right, does anyone touch the book? That is clearly...
I pocket it. No one can
Throw
read
me
it,
the
John.
book. Throw me the book.
It's broken. It's a broken
Okay, I take the
book.
book from him. What's it say, John?
You open up this book, and the first pages are just bad lyrics and like sheet music that this guy was clearly making. A true musician at heart. However, at the end of the pages, you will find a couple of things of note. As John copies and pastes and allows you to read, Eric.
Me to read? My God. October 15th.
Everyone knows Eric can't read.
1351 TA. Realizing that I am going to fucking die in here, I can only hope that this message is received by better adventurers than I. I, Barty Scholl, came to this wretched land after hearing tales of mysterious mist lingering in a rural land for longer than it should. Fearing a demonic invasion point, I came here to investigate the hellish energies, but instead found something that I believe is far more terrible. I pray to all the gods that are able to hear my sweet, beautiful voice that I am wrong, but if I am right, then this mist is just the beginning. This mist is not mere water vapor, it is a mythological fog of...
You find that the pages of the book are now gone. However, at the back of the book, you will find the graffiti of a friendly sort who has been haunting your decisions ever since. You will read out, I'm leaving this here for whoever else needs toilet paper. Rip Rando -S2.
I'm afraid he might have some strong words for this S2 fellow if we end up running into him.
Incredible.
No weapons or arrows.
This would... I suppose there would be a weapon. Let me find out what weapon he has. Because the Minotaur wouldn't use it since it's too small for him.
Too dainty.
Stu
Go
wouldn't have taken
ahead.
it.
Since you asked, I'm going to have you roll for me. I want you to roll me a 1d2. A 1 will be a melee weapon, a 2 will be a ranged weapon.
How do we get a 1d2?
Slash R space 1d2.
2.
Range.
Alright. That is a... It'd be so funny if it was a blowgun. It is a hand crossbow, Mr. Rowe.
Ooh.
This thing is quite nice. It looks a bit beaten up, as if it was dropped after he got gored in half from the back, not paying attention. You know, hand crank, short little crossbow you'd fit a bolt into. I suppose there would be bolts around. There are
John,
11 bolts.
surely someone that got down here by themselves had a magical crossbow.
Nope.
Surely someone that got down here by themselves, a feat that a party of 4 was required to undertake.
Person that we have found is Barty, not Shirley, and we should probably exit stage left here. How do you all feel about exiting stage left here?
I feel like we have team litigate over here on one family of the party.
At some point... Go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
In John, we
Right.
trust. If he says it's not magical.
Yeah, it's definitely
What
a
I was
normal
go-
hand crossbow.
What I was going to say is... This thing will chase us and hunt us at some point. If we're ever going to come back through here and make it back to town, we'll have to come back through this area. Unless we find another exit from this dungeon. I say we hunt it down and put an end to it.
I have an idea, says Arturio.
Yes, Arturio.
And he will take out No, he will ask Remuel for his chain.
What are you gonna do with my chain?
How do you feel about setting a trap?
We can set a trap, but we don't even know its like movement patterns. We don't even know this whole. We haven't even mapped out this whole place yet.
Oh, we know its movement patterns. It is eager to pursue us.
Okay,
And I'll hold out a hand.
I give you the chain.
And Arturio
Weighs
will
50
say,
pounds. What's your strength score?
uh,
As I hand you the whole
Arturio-
chain in a bundle and put it on your chest.
Arturio with his like 12 strength just starts like pushing the chain into a circle.
Clattering very loudly. It is incredibly loud.
And like halfway through it, he's like, protect,
Walking
like
down the hallways.
watch for the beast. And he will cast snare.
I suppose the chain could replace the rope in snare. As you cast the spell, you use rope to create a circle of 5-foot radius on the ground or the floor. You need to pick me a space of where you're planting this trap.
Sure, John, I can do that. How about this
Should we
chain
perhaps
space?
find one of the alcoves and try to rest there and set the snare on the way in?
Nope.
All right.
I believe you are going to camp out the exit, expecting the Minotaur to come back.
I shout, nope, we're doing it right here. And we're not leaving until I'm ready.
Okay. Party, you will wait for the Minotaur to reappear. Please position yourselves where you would like to be positioned.
For the this is a 1 minute cast time.
That's fine. It lasts for 8 hours.
Correct.
We are not worried about the spell's duration here. I just want to know your position.
Yeah, no. I was more concerned about the cast time.
I'm waiting
I'm
for
positioning my
Andy.
character here.
I'm waiting for Andy to move. Where are you going?
I'm like gonna stack up over your shoulder with a ready
Well,
bow.
the trap is to my left. I don't want to stand between the trap and the party. Why don't you go over behind Remove?
Okay.
I'll move.
Oh, back to the stairs or back to
I would
the...
urge everybody to be over here next to the stairs.
Wait,
So
are
if
these
you're
stairs
intending
going
that this
up
thing
or
is coming
down?
this way.
They're going up.
They're going up?
Yeah,
Oh.
the fog is descending down upon you. Which presumably
I
means...
was coming from this stairway, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know if putting my back to the stairway is the right move, but
Who knows? The
I
Minotaur
say
just
we go
spawns.
back for the gems. Wouldn't you agree?
Give me a deception check, Arturio.
Oh, I'll give you a deception check. I'm okay at deception.
Yeah.
This isn't obvious at all.
Party, the trap is set, and time will pass.
Let's move back
A
safely
short
to the
rest, if you will.
entrance.
Indeed.
I perceive
you
anything?
may all benefit from a short rest,
nice.
as undoubtedly the creature, knowing you haven't actually left because Arturio is screaming into his microphone.
What's a microphone?
An amplifier, excuse me. It's your little trinket there, you know. The
Hey,
Shield
John.
of Faith and the Potion of Resilience will fade.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to stop here for tonight. And next week, we will take on the Minotaur as well as whatever else is left on this floor. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. If there's any shoutouts you guys want to make, now would be the time. But you have not leveled up.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm Coffee Traveler. Thanks for having me on the show, John. I appreciate it very much. This was a great episode, and I look forward to the next one.
Hell yeah, man.
I am Apollo_Nick, N-I-K, no C there. Apollo_Nick. You can catch me on Tuesdays with a friend of this channel's, Shannon and I. Every other Tuesday are reviewing Dungeon Crawler Carl, a novel by Matt Dinneman, which is a wild, wild novel, which is essentially a love letter to Dungeons and Dragons, role-playing games, and reality TV shows / fantasy / science fiction. It's phenomenal. We just finished up chapters 14 through 18, in which they fought a goblin war chief. I'm gonna put in big air quotes because they didn't really fight it. They simply shoved a cart full of explosives through the door into the boss room.
What a strange shout out, Apollo. I'm gonna let
yeah, you can check us out on Twitch or my YouTube channel. Come say hi.
Come say hi.
It's a great novel. Shannon and I love this novel and are talking ad nauseum about how wonderful it is in our podcast. Thank you.
Okay. Brian.
Hi, I'm Scarlet Shadow on Twitch. I do Dragon Warrior Randomizer and Dragon Warrior Speedruns. Got a race tomorrow night, 10:30 Eastern. Last of the regular season. As long as I do not finish last, I'll be in the playoffs.
Shadow is a multi-world record holder. He is underselling himself.
He's quite based.
Maybe.
Some would say quite cool. Andy, you got anything new on your art page?
No, I'm Andy. You can find my art and pictures of my dog on Instagram at Andrew Gottsimer. And it's National Consumer Protection Week, so everyone tell one older person in your life to fucking stay safe from scammers. And remind them that the text message you got that says you have unpaid tolls is not real.
Hey, Brian, you have unpaid tolls, except they're not real.
I actually got that text message yesterday.
Really?
I didn't answer it, Andy.
Good job. Good job.
How sad would it be if you found out here and you did?
Oh.
What?
Oh, God.
I mean, I paid my electrical bill with Apple iTunes gift cards for nothing?
It's true. We will be seeing
Thanks,
you
John.
guys Sunday with the rest of the Insatiables who are entering a dungeon of their own if they can survive the Hydra guarding it. And then we'll be back here same time next week for more Miss.
Place your bets. Which
We will
show
see you
will last
guys.
longer?
Woohoo.
Probably that.